always going to play to our team strengths. And I think we have like a lot of really good football players on offense. I think the tight end room has been elevated, and I always think it makes it harder for defenses when they got to worry about having a tight end in there attached to the core. He's a run game threat. He's a pass game threat. So yeah, I think we have great players out of 10 personnel. I think we have great players out of 11 and 12 personnel, and I think we should be able to run and throw the football out of all those personnel groupings. I need to have 3 ready to go because there's a chance we hop into some 12 just like we always have. But I always need the next guy ready. So like the magic number for us right now is 3. But every day's an interview, and everyone's scratching and clawing to get to the 3 spot, to get to the 4 spot, and it's always next man up. But ideally, the number's 3. Coach Prime says it all the time. Like and this is what I tell him. Like if you weren't at practice, would we notice? So like when we're going through and we're grading these guys, like, all right, like if you weren't out there, would anything have changed? Would we have noticed you? Would you have made a play? And we grade them really hard on execution and technique. We get away with stuff out here on practice where we got to clean up in the meeting room because we know on Saturdays, like when it starts hitting the fan, like that's what's going to come up, and that's what's going to separate winning from losing. So we grade him hard in that regard. Yeah, he keeps getting better and better, and we expect that. Like for a guy like Sav'ell, I got to make sure he doesn't take any steps back, right? And we got to keep on him, keep on him, keep on him, and that's really for the whole room. Like each day, we just talked about the day. Like right now in camp, we're going through a roller coaster of days, and that's going to happen because it's a competitive environment, and you're going back and forth with the defense. Like offense is going to win some games. Defense is going to win some days, and it goes back and forth. That's good. That's competitive. But for us as a room, like the execution still needs to climb, and it needs to remain the same. So that's what we stay on Sav'ell about. Yeah, he probably gives us a little more vertical threat down the field just because he did play receiver and he could run. So he's the fastest guy in the room. I think he could really stretch the defense when he's out there. Like they got to worry about a receiving threat at the tight end position when he's on the field.
How many times do you say to yourself, "Damn, I sounded like Mike Leach today"?
Every once in a while, like I'll find myself saying, like, "Hey, respect all, fear none." Like, hey, like swing your sword today. Like, and they're like, what the hell does that mean, coach? And I like, well, this is what it means. You got to be on the offensive. And then I start like having an imaginary sword in my hand, swinging it. Or like, when my guys block and they don't use their hands, I tell them that like, generations and generations from now, like your great, 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 great grandchildren, they'll have T-Rex arms, because they're not using their hand. So every once in a while it'll pop up, but they're really good. They're really good quotes, and there's a reason why not just myself, but other people they'll use those quotes or those coaching points.